Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and I'm back home with my picture behind me. And here, let me play with my bangs just a minute so that it looks right. Anyway, hi. This is my week 56 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I think I already said this, Monday, May 11th, 2015. My starting weight in January of 2014 was 402 pounds. My weight on surgery day, which was April 14th, 2014, was 360.6 pounds. My weight last week was 219.8 pounds, and my weight today was 218.6 pounds. So that's a 1.2 loss since last week, 142 pounds lost since surgery, and 183.4 pounds lost since I started the process. So I have no idea how I lost 1.2 pounds last week. I was in Arkansas at the Bentonville Film Festival. Mars was a sponsor. I have never seen so many M&Ms, and people were like giving away free food, shoving it down your throat every 5 seconds. I had a lot of M&Ms. I had Milano cookies. I had more than one drink a day. I ate stuff that I usually don't eat. But I also moved around a hell of a lot. I lost my Fitbit, so I wasn't tracking my steps, but I was going constantly from morning till late into the evening. So I'm assuming that's what it's about. But usually I retain water when I fly, so who knows? Maybe next week will be even better. So that makes me happy that I had a loss because I was not expecting that. So first I want to say thank you to everybody. You guys... I was feeling a little narcissistic with all of the things I was posting last week with my outfit of the day and just the stuff that was going on. But you guys are so supportive, and I feel so, I don't know, held up by the YouTube and Facebook weight loss surgery community. And it's, I usually comment a lot on people's posts and comment on videos, and I haven't done that lately, and I'm feeling not so good about it, but I will get caught up this week. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports me. It is such a crucial part of my journey. This is coming from somebody who would never reach out or admit that I needed support before. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. You guys are such amazing cheerleaders. So last week was one gigantic NSV, every which way you can imagine. First of all, that I went to this film festival. It was a week-long project for one of my clients, and maybe not a year ago, but a year and a half ago, I would have found every reason in the world to make excuses for why I couldn't go. I couldn't have done it. I mean, there's no way a year and a half ago that I could have done the things that I did. Like I said, we were on our feet all day long. I felt like I was really put together in terms of my appearance and my outfits. And one woman, a couple days in, I had complimented her on her the outfits that she was wearing, because we'd see the same people day in and day out, and she said, "Oh, thank you so much. You're always so well put together, so that means something coming from you." So that felt really good when my whole existence before around work things was like trying to come up with anything possible that would look even remotely professional to wear to events. And as I said on last week's video, flip-flops, that was it. That's what I wore. I mean, I tried to wear ones that were a little fancy, but I wore heels every single day last week and walked my ass off, and it was okay. Yeah, my feet hurt a little bit, but nothing that I couldn't live with. So that was awesome. Just the whole thing was a general sense of freedom and energy and the ability to go and go and go, and feeling confident when I walked into a room of, either celebrities or high-level executives. I, in this past week, met Jeffrey Katzenberg, met Rosie ODonnell, which I'll talk about more, met the director of engineering at YouTube, who's a woman, which I think is really cool. Just met a really amazing, met Judge Reinhold. He was really cool. um, met a lot of amazing people and was always confident, and stepped forward and introduced myself and didn't hang back in a corner. And it's just sort of amazing. So that was a big NSV. And then Rosie ODonnell, I know people have asked to hear about this. So Rosie ODonnell was on one of the, or actually a couple of the panels that we had, and our group was in charge of all the panels in education. And I really wanted to get a minute to speak with her. I had talked about asking a bunch of people to plank, but it just really wasn't the right thing. I brought it up to a couple people, just kind of like as an offhand thing to see if they'd take me up on it. It's fine. But I really wanted a moment alone with her. The first panel she was on, we were in a space where the green room was like super, super tiny, and it had higher level, not higher level, but it had celebrities. So they all had their people and us, and it was really crowded. But when we went in to mic her, I just whispered in her ear that I was a fellow VSGer. And then she started talking to me just like we all do when we run into somebody who's had VSG. She asked me for my before picture. I was like all flustered and nervous and couldn't find it, but found it and came back, and she showed it to everybody. She was just like kind of amazed. And then we went to the panel, and during the panel she talked about her heart attack, and she talked about her weight loss surgery, and about the fact that she may be working on a documentary for HBO on weight loss surgery. So after the panel was over, I walked her out, and we're back in this green room with everybody, and she just started asking me all kinds of questions. I sat down in the corner and talked to her probably for 15 minutes. And I don't know, she was just so nice. Not that I didn't expect that she would be, but for somebody to take that amount of time to talk to me was very cool. She talked about the fact that she had been approached to participate at WLSFA. I think it was a little far for her, but I'm hoping that those discussions will be ongoing. And I hope to have further discussions with her about some things. I talked to her about the YouTube community and how important I think it is. And I talked to the director of engineering at YouTube about this too, how much I really do believe that YouTubers who've had weight loss surgery are a little bit more successful. And I don't know whether that's because of the public accountability or the support that we get, or I personally think part of it, it's a little bit of everything, but also for me, it's just watching other people's videos and being connected with what I should be doing every day. So that was that. And then I made a post on Facebook. I pretty much posted on Facebook about all of this, but just on the off chance that someone didn't see it or doesn't follow me. Friday night was the closing awards ceremony for the event, and Nick Cannon, who honestly I didn't even know who that was one of the hosts at the awards ceremony along with Soledad O'Brien, and he kept saying during the presentation that he was going to be spinning at the venue where every night there was kind of like a party. It was a bar, and every night there was music and a party there. Embarrassingly, I thought spinning was dancing. I'm admitting it on YouTube. I'm old, officially. So got there and found out spinning was DJing, and my stepdaughter laughed at me when I told her what I thought it was. But this was a huge NSV for me because I have always been, never been a dancer in front of other people. But it was so awesome, and it was so good, and he knew who his audience was. And I was dancing through his whole set, and it felt so amazing and so freeing. Oh, another person I met that was really amazing was Lizzy Velasquez. You may have seen her TED Talk. I'll put a link to it below. She is the girl who was voted by like 40 million people or something as the ugliest girl in the world. She has a disorder. I'm not sure what it is. I didn't get a chance to watch the documentary that she submitted to the festival, but I will be watching it. And she won the Spirit Award at the festival and was so just wonderful and sweet, and it was such an honor to get to meet her. So did that, the Ice House. I did a video yesterday about the planking thing where I participated in a planking competition to try to win a new Fitbit, and the whole just like mind-boggling idea that I would be in any kind of physical competition with normal and very fit people, that I would even try it. And I didn't win. I was the second one out, but I was not going to be the first one out. And now thinking about it, it's like I could have stayed in a little bit longer, because there was this one annoying guy that I really wanted to, well, an annoying guy and girl that I would have really loved to stay longer than them, because I think they both thought they had it in the bag, and neither one of them won. The guy that won was a little chubby too. So go him. But just that was, it's the first time that I've really publicly gotten emotional. Like, I started crying on the way back to the car, because that is so different from who I've ever been. So that's cool. All right, so that's the week. It was really amazing. It was one big giant NSV. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'm so excited for next year. But now, weight loss surgery related, it's time to get back on track. I have been very loosey-goosey with my eating. I have been loosey-goosey with my water. I have not been exercising. So back on track, exercise, starting back up with Brandon on Wednesday. And we'll get back on track. Gonna pick up my couch to 5K, and I think Amy, and I always want to respond to comments on my videos, and I got so many comments last week, and I will be responding to them, because I just haven't had time. But know that I read them all, know that I appreciate them all, and know that I will be responding. But Amy had asked if I did couch to 5K like I said I was going to last week. The answer to that would be no. We had late nights pretty much every night, and then had to be up early for the next day's activities, and I didn't do it. Bad, Elizabeth. And then I'm gonna, I think I need a few weeks of the Betty Lou Who accountability sheet, so I'm gonna be pulling that out. I went back on my MyFitnessPal today. There are a couple of accountability groups on Facebook that I'm part of, and we'll be posting in there, because it's time to get back on track. 60 pounds to go. Want to make that happen. Shout outs. I didn't have any notes last week, and I meant to shout this person out last week, but she has something new to say, so it's a double shout out. Jenny, I guess her YouTube is Jenny VSG. I'm going to put a link below, is someone that I have known for several years through another online community. She had weight loss surgery and just started posting videos, so I'll put a link to her channel below. She's great. I watched her first video. It was wonderful. It was very informative. And then I saw today that she posted that she's already lost 150 pounds. She only had surgery like a month ago, so a big piece of that was before weight loss. So she's right up there with Walter in terms of how much weight she lost ahead of time. And the other person I want to shout out is Sandrice VSG. She is, I think she's probably like close to 2 years post-op, or be 2 years in June, I think. And she has just taken on, like, reinvigorated her commitment to this process. She started an accountability group. She is inspiring me to keep at it when I'm at a point where it's kind of easy to get a little bit lax. So Sandrice, you were doing an amazing job, and I just wanted to give you a shout out. The WLS Feed Your Soul book group that I have, we're having our hangout tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific. If you read the book, which is the Jen Larson book, the name of which I can't remember right now because I don't have it in front of me, please feel free to join us. There's a Facebook group, search for Feed Your Soul, or message me and I'll add you to the group if you're interested. The book for next month is Fat Kid Rules the World. If you'd like to read that this month, and we'll discuss in June. We haven't set a date yet for our June hangout, but just wanted to keep everybody posted about that. And also WLS Trainer, been negligent with that. I know we have a couple people who submitted for the May challenge. I will get to those in the next couple days, and we will be awarding our Amazon gift card, so I haven't forgotten, just been a little bit busy. All right, I love all of you guys, and I'm really looking forward to getting caught up on everybody's videos. Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye.